around to say hello. One, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
And Yashovardhan Azad just who's to blame? Delhi saw a spectacle where both sides displayed their injuries. There are people who are still in hospital on both sides. I want to ask you, could this have been avoided? Whose fault was it?
Yes, it certainly could have been avoided by the political regime. As far as the agitation is concerned, the intelligence failed to assess the numbers, and many more came than it was expected. Now, there are two things here. One is that the agitationists realized that it was absolutely wrong to do a march to Parliament, because obviously nobody is going to allow you to the Parliament. It is not done because it was not even decided upon, and there were barricades which were set up. So the students who were there were obviously backed by other elements who created the problem, who threw stones at the police, and therefore the police also reacted. In a time like this, when the barricades are crossed, and this is the story of all the agitations, there is no such thing as police mild lathi charge, as you say. And therefore the police reacted, and you see the brutality on both sides. So if it was political sagacity that later on, which Mr. Nadda meant, not that it meant anything, he met the people, he should have met them before. After all, what were they asking? Wasn't it a legitimate demand for Dharmendra Pradhan to resign? Or that 22 of those people who have died, they should get 1 crore each? Where was the problem in negotiating for that? And therefore, in a democracy, whenever protests like this take place, it certainly goes out of hand. Everyone knows.
One small fact there, and I want to get in Anand Ranganathan. The violence happened even as the talks were going on. The violence happened simultaneously. Now, is there just lack of trust that created it, or was whoever wanted to create mischief pushed it on during those hours that the meeting with the central minister were taking place, and pushed this entire issue towards violence? Was there an external hand?
Good evening, Navika. Look, more than there being lack of trust, I think there's lack of law and applicability of it. The fact of the matter is, Dharmendra Pradhan ji ki resignation pe to main baad mein aunga. First, I want the resignation of the police commissioner of Delhi. The fact of the matter is, are we here in India as Indian citizens to respect the rule of law? Now, on 2 occasions, yesterday, the police have said categorically with proof that neither the permission to march to the parliament was sought, nor was it granted, in absence of it being sought. And today, when you have Section 44 almost permanently imposed outside the Prime Minister's residence, where more than 5 people cannot collect at any given point, they have to keep walking. How can you have tens of thousands of people collect? Forget about that, they're writing. So who is it? I don't blame the criminals. I don't blame the people who violate the law. I didn't blame the people who sat on an arterial road in Delhi for 6 months in Shaheen Bagh, inconveniencing lakhs of commuters. I blame the people who allow them to sit there. I blame the people who allow the law to be ignored so completely. So the fact that